Hiya, guys. I'm here to just talk for a little bit, get your opinion, your thoughts. The mountains are a beautiful, beautiful place, especially the Smoky Mountains. It's a hard place to believe that evil would exist. It's so beautiful. It's a great place to raise your family, to retire, to have a beautiful life in. And then you have the monsters who reside here, who take the beauty of the mountains for granted, and they take the innocence of children. People have their own opinions about what happened with Summerwells and who's responsible. Was it her mom, her dad, her grandmother? Some people are even saying it was a 15-year-old boy. Well, I'm here to ask, was that 15-year-old boy a troubled teen who thought he was a big bad man and could get away with something that most other people couldn't even contemplate doing? Or was he put in place to be a scapegoat so that the real people responsible might not get caught? Summer was a beautiful little 5-year-old girl who looked at this 15-year-old as a big brother, a protector, and she loved him, and he loved her like a brother. So he says. But we have Candus and Dawn, who evidently had planned on not having children any longer. They had raised for 12 years. I guess they got tired of the responsibility, the agitation, having to work, provide food and clothing, not to mention the aggravation of possibly getting caught in case something had been going on with Summer, or with all the children for that matter. I mean, didn't Don make the statement that he took showers with all four of his children at one time? I mean, don't that sound just a little weird, a little sick? Not only was he putting his little 5-year-old girl in the shower with him nude, but he was putting all three of the boys in there with him too, and with her. Getting back to the 15-year-old though, a lot of people want to lay the blame there. They want to say he was a troubled teen. Look what happened to him after he went a little nuts, started fights in the street, pulled out a butcher knife from out of the house, was going to do some damage. He stole a car. He got locked up. He had to have had something to do with it. No, you could be just looking at a 15-year-old who was slower than his age mentally, who was desperate for attention, desperate to fit in. He was used to going to Don and Candace's freely, pretty much anytime he wanted to, hanging out with Candace, doing, drinking, smoking, probably doing drugs. And then all of a sudden, because Mom and Candace got into it, he wasn't allowed to do that anymore. Um, so when Candace called him that morning or texted him, I'm sure he was eager to go hang out. I'm sure Hunter was eager to please whomever. So did Candace put him in a situation to where everybody would be pointing the fingers at him? He was there. He's an unruly child. He must have done it. Did she throw him under the bus, so to say? Did she put him in a position to be the scapegoat? Or is he just an innocent child that was in the wrong place at the wrong time and really had no clue of what was going on? It very easily could have been that she set things up in an order so that he would be in a certain place at a certain time so that it would really look bad on him. And he honestly didn't know what was being done. I know a lot of people want to say, but he's a troubled teen. Look where he's at right now. And he's still getting into fights while he's there. Could you imagine if people were all of a sudden from one day to the next calling you a child killer, jumping on you, grown men coming after you, and you honestly and truly don't understand why people won't believe you? I would be a scared 15-year-old boy too. I would be scared to walk out in the street without having something to defend myself with. Does it make him a horrible person for doing that? No. Does it make him a horrible person for stealing the car for whatever reason? No, it makes him a bad kid. It doesn't make him a horrible person, and it definitely doesn't make him the person that caused Summerwell's disappearance. And trust me, I pray that I'm correct on this, that this child did not have anything to do with this. I also pray that she's alive and well and safe somewhere. But we're not too sure of that, are we? So do you think he is an innocent bystander in this situation? Just a kid who is slow for his age and is eager to fit in and do what he can to have people want him? Or is he a bad teenager who is trouble walking down the street? Um, I'm going for an innocent bystander who's being thrown under the bus as a scapegoat. I honestly and truly believe that Don and Candus, or Don, needed the evidence to go away, and he explained this to Candus and said, "Do what you gotta do," and she did. And then Don came in and finished getting rid of whatever evidence might have been left. I don't believe that that 15-year-old boy could have done something to harm that sweet angel. He might have figured it out after the fact that that is possibly what had happened to her, and maybe that's why he's so screwed up in the head. Maybe that's why he's so angry. Maybe he thinks that he is truly going to get blamed for it, and he's scared. But you come to your own conclusions. Is he an innocent bystander or a troubled teen? Let me know in the comments, guys. Until next time.